Okay, everyone. Well, we've only got a little bit left to do before we actually finish off this entire section. We left off talking about the hypodermis, as a good storage site for the administration of drugs. But I guess when you think about it, fat has a role, and it plays a very important role in the body. Okay. And its energy reservoir, protection, it's really, really important. Fat is kind of really important. And fat is found in different places. Like, do you have lots of fat on your head? No. Have you ever seen anyone suffer from a fat head? I don't think I have. You may have called someone a fat head, but you've never find adipose tissue on the scalp or on the skull. But you do find them, say, in the hips and the thighs, okay? So there's only different places in the body where you find fat. And women or females have more fat than men, and that varies with age as well. But
the last point's really important.
It is, yeah.
The infants and elderly people have less fat than other people, and that's why there is going to be complaints of feeling more cold more quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. So you need to take that into account for when you're dealing with those kinds of patients. Yeah. So their thermal regulation is going to be affected by that. Okay, wow, some injections. See, what I found interesting as a scientist, Keaton, was all these different angles, hey? How cool is that?
It can get so confusing, can't it, Nat? So we know that we have intradermal routes of administration.
Yes.
And we've got intravenous, obviously, if we're trying to put a cannula in or something. And then more relevant to this discussion is our subcutaneous route. And what we used to do is to say, absolutely everybody, subcutaneous injections are delivered at 45-degree angles. But as we've just talked about, the fat layer for everyone is quite different, isn't it? So if you have a really large person with a big fatty layer, you may need to put that injection at 90 degrees to get deep down into that subcutaneous layer. Otherwise, you might accidentally give it in the dermal layer, for example. Whereas somebody who is maybe older and doesn't have much of that fatty layer, they might need a real tight angle on that injection to make sure that we're getting into that subcutaneous layer, into the correct layer where we want the drug to go.
Right, so it's more about learning about the skin, learning about the layers, and making sure you're hitting the right one.
Exactly, because we can't exactly see the layers. We can't kind of give a side view angle of what layer we're going into. So we have to be really skilled at knowing if we're in the subcutaneous layer or if we've accidentally gone too deep into the muscular layer, because that'll have a real effect on the way that the drug is absorbed into the patient's body.
Very, very important. And that's why it's important to learn about anatomy and physiology when you're studying nursing. So there you go. Right, I've got a little video for you here. It's just for your kind of information. So all you do is just press play here and it will go through all of the different stages related to skin wound healing.
This is so important. I love this video, Nat. I think it's fantastic because it really explains the processes that we all go through as the skin heals, and we as nurses have such a key role in protecting the patient during these phases.
Exactly. And so I'll leave you to look at that and write down the steps. So be aware of the steps. It's not something that we're going to be testing you on, but it's something for you to kind of be aware of, I think, early on in the
really important foundational knowledge, because we're going to continue building on that and understanding it even more as we move into those pathophysiology subjects in the healthcare challenges stream. So it's really important to have this good solid base and understanding of what the integumentary system is and how it repairs itself to then understand what can go wrong.
Absolutely. And this skin wound healing process is the same for everybody. It's the same for all humans, okay? So once you learn what happens in step by step, then it applies to everybody. oh, sorry. Now what I have here for you, there are a couple of skin colours that give you a bit of an idea of what is happening with the person. Okay? Now, this is a kind of an interactive activity, so I might just go out of presenter view for a sec. And all you need to do is click and drag the elements below to the correct point in the table. So let's do one, hey? Oh, this table probably needs to be, oh, here we go. If we look at the let's do this one, the yellow one. Now this particular person would probably be in this box, okay? And now the term, all right, would be, please correct me if I'm wrong, Keaton, is it jaundice? Yay, I got it right. And I'll drag that one there.
Be able to identify these abnormalities, because obviously each of those images there has an abnormality in the integumentary system that we really want to be identifying as nurses to then move on to the next stages of, developing goals and understanding that.
Yes, so I'll leave you guys to do that as a nice interactive activity. You will find all of this information in your textbook, but have a go and, do it with your colleagues or do it with your friends and learn a little bit about all the different colours, all the different pathological colours of the skin. All right, so have fun doing that activity and don't forget to answer these learning objectives in preparation for your assessment task. All right, Nat and Keaton about to sign off.